Interest rates are high, and by now, you know that this is a well-known fact. But did you know that you can lower your interest rate and the seller will pay for it? My name is Dia, the OC Realtor Guy. Let's chat about how you can lower those interest rates and how you can get the seller to pay for it. So Kim, what is a rate buy down?
A buy down is when you take a portion of your funds in your closing costs and you actually use that to make your interest rate lower. So at the end of the process, instead of maybe having a 6%, you might have a 5% rate.
With that in mind, if I have been quoted 6% for the interest rate on a home loan, how much money would I have to actually pay to get the loan down to, let's say, 5%, or let's get really aggressive and say 4%?
Honestly, that's going to depend on the day. Every day a rate sheet comes out, and based on your credit score, the loan amount you're looking for, things like that, it's going to depend on the cost for that rate. There are certain programs where you can get your seller or maybe a builder to go ahead and pay down for the next 3 years so that your payment is lower and you're not actually having to put out that money yourself.
Okay, so you just brought up a very interesting point in this. You said 1 to 2 years or 3 years or whatnot. So when I'm buying down the rate, it's not for the entire 30 years?
Depends. You can take a certain portion of that funds and just buy down the rate at a flat cost. Or you can have, again, the seller or the builder pay to have what's called a 3-2-1 buy down. And so for the first year, you're going to have a certain payment. For the second year, it's going to be different. And the last year is going to be different. All of that is discounted by what the builder or seller pays for you. Got it. Okay. So based on your experience, what have you typically seen as the contribution amount to that closing cost to buy it down? Are we talking 1%, 2%? What are people usually doing? You know, it's wherever the seller is going to be comfortable. And certain programs may max out at how much the seller can provide you. In the 3-2-1 buy down portion, what that's going to do is basically have the seller cover your interest portion of your payment for that time frame.
And I should probably add in here as a caveat, as a real estate agent, a lot of this comes down to the negotiation skills and strategy that your agent is putting forth on your behalf. I've seen a lot of different things, including 2%, 3%. In the previous market, this wasn't even on the table, but now we're at a point where you can actually negotiate with the sellers again because the house is sitting on the market longer and they're getting desperate. So that's where we can ask for more. So with that in mind, are there any other restrictions or hiccups or things we should know about how the rate buy down works that we should be aware of?
Not necessarily, no. If you want to buy down your rate, whatever money you have can go directly towards that. The only restrictions are in those 3-2-1 buy down programs. Those funds have to come directly from a builder or a seller.
Nice. That makes sense. That's awesome. Okay. Well, fair enough. That's easy enough, and it is going to become a more frequent strategy here in this current market, which isn't a seller's market, but it's also not a buyer's market. So there's a little bit of tug and pull going on. Talk to your agent, talk to a lender. We're going to give you our information because you should be hitting us up since this is our video. Thanks for watching it.